back in your computer screen. It's episode 10. Baby, we made it. Welcome to Beyond the Gloves and Tape. That's Josh Mola. I'm Rob Battler. Welcome. How the hell you been, buddy?
Not bad. I am not bad at all.
Huge line of fights this weekend. I cannot wait. It's Canelo. It's Caleb Plant. Things are getting spicy there. We got one of the biggest cards of the year, if not the biggest card of the year for the UFC. We got Kamaru Usman and Colby too. I'm stoked for that. My baby Thug Rose is back. Let's go, Thug Rose. We got our Justin Gaethje and Chandler opening up the card. This is gonna be a great weekend, man. One of the best weekends of combat sports we've had in a long time. But before we talk about all that, we got some things to talk about first. I'm talking about the best sponsor in combat sports. You want to make money. I want to make money. Josh loves making money more than anyone I know. We're talking Charlie Covers on IG. Go hit him up right now in his inbox. Hashtag BTGAT for 30% off all pick packages. Great value. 70% win rate on the year last year, and it's only getting stronger this year. Baby, let me tell you, we're making money left, right, and center, and you should too. BTGAT, 30% off. Also, fundraiser.
Yeah, so the fundraiser for the BGO, we got the tournament in December coming up. And what we're doing is the tickets are 1 for 5 and 3 for 10. All proceeds we raise in this fundraiser is going right back into the tournament, and whatever we make, that's the tournament prize. So
Which will be hosted by yours truly at Beyond the Gloves and Tape. As always, the two best color commentators
in the game, baby.
In the game, baby. Let's go. Ariel Hawani, eat your heart out. Love you.
And for those who don't know, you can always find us on Facebook at Blast Gaming Org. Blast Gaming is the reason we do Beyond the Gloves and Tape, the reason I do the Amola show, the reason we can do what we do over here.
The whole thing, man. It's the mothership.
And for Christmas, we are going to have Beyond the Gloves and Tape merchandise coming through in the form of some nice toques and some nice tees. So
Hey, anyone on staff for those fundraiser tickets, and of course for early access on that Beyond the Gloves and Tape merch, you can hit me or Josh, or again anyone on staff. They will put you in the right direction. We appreciate all of you guys at at BGO and Beyond the Gloves and Tape, the whole organization. Thank you for your support. Let's move on, baby.
So, we want to get right into the boxing of it. This weekend we got fucking Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant in probably one of the most historic fights that the super middleweight division will ever see.
I've been around with Caleb, and
yeah, I've been feeling it lately.
But you know what, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to bet against Canelo, so I would never do that. I'm not gonna advise you to do that, but there's something in the air. There's something in the air about this fight. It feels massive. Caleb Plant looks great. He looks cool, calm, and collected. He's ready to go. They both look ready to go. But you expect that from Canelo at this point.
Yeah, and you got to think he's got to be underneath Canelo's skin for some form or reason, because you seen what happened down in Beverly Hills and that push and shove action, and you tell Canelo on All Access. Like, I watched All Access.
They're entertaining, aren't they?
Yeah, they're entertaining.
Shout out Showtime, man. Like,
but at the same time, it's so funny because it's like Canelo. He's talking about golf and this and that, and it's like I don't think he wants to show his hand really.
I like that
to
though.
The camera, but at the same time,
no, I like that because like
Canelo looks kind of like a guy trying to hide something. Like he's afraid or not ready or something.
See, I took that a little differently. Like, I liked it. He's not all into boxing, which is great at this stage. Like, because you're at the end of the camp.
Yeah.
You don't need to be like. It's time to relax a little bit. Like, clear your mind a little bit. This is like literally this is the time in camp where you just chill. Like this, the hard work is over. You're not doing works anymore. You're not going to the gym anymore. The weight's done. Weigh-ins are over. You're hanging out, and I like that. Like, I like that a lot. Like, when we're watching All Access, you gotta remember, like, the weight cut's basically done at this point. Like, we're like a week out of weigh-ins. Like, he's on weight. He's a professional. Like, the hard work's done. Like, he's just getting his mind clear and mind right, and I love that. Because now you know, like, he's not all, like, he's just kind of, like, calm, and collected. Both of them are, and that's what I love about this. Like, they both look great. Like, and that's what Canelo, like, Billy Joe Saunders, for example, like, his last fight was all all he could think about was the fight. All he could talk about was the fight. Every time we seen Billy Joe Saunders, it was
Yeah.
what he's gonna do to Canelo. When's the fight gonna end? Predictions. Like I'm not seeing a lot of that from either of these guys, and I kind of like it. It's refreshing.
Yeah, they both know when Saturday night rolls around, it's not going to be, I'm going to touch you once you're going to sleep. It's going to be a hard, grind him out fight. Canelo's going to hit him with some big shots. Caleb's going to try his best to outmaneuver one of, if not the best, defensive boxers in the game.
See, the thing is, 99.9% of the time, before the fight even starts, Canelo's already won at the weigh-ins. You know what I mean? Like, he's already won. And, like, I don't feel that right now. Like, I don't feel like Caleb Plant's letting him do that to him, which is great.
Yeah, he's not going to just roll over and die. This guy's had a lot of trauma in his life. Like,
I personally can't wait for this fight. Like,
can't
I'm
wait.
excited.
Like, I hope it is what it is, and it is a war. Like, I don't want to see a sugar-coated fight where Canelo's afraid of Caleb's power and vice versa. They have to go out and they have to.
Canelo's made such a name for himself at middleweight now. I think every middleweight on the planet is scared to death of that right hand, and they should be.
Yeah, and you got to think. Like,
I mean, look what he did. Look at what he did to Billy Joe Saunders, one of the best boxers at middleweight. One of the best, if not the best. Like
Billy Joel had fucking good twitch too. Like he was.
He was winning that fight. He was winning that fight.
You know what?
He's doing better than Triple G did the second time around. I'll say that.
It is scary, the power that Canelo possesses at that weight.
Oh no, yeah.
And at the same time,
at all weights,
it's like yeah,
it travels with him. It travels with him.
Though, like that weight alone, he does some serious damage.
Yeah,
like serious damage.
No, he never should have fought our Floyd at our welterweight. Like he should never have fought Floyd. That's what I'm saying. He should never have fought at welterweight ever. I don't think like.
But you're young, right?
Oh well, you want the money fight too, and he was doing well. He was knocking people out. But like when you get to the top of the ladder, if you're not like at the weight class you should be, it shows on fight night, and it showed on fight night.
And that's a good teaching lesson for him too, because after that fight, he
went up.
He's unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
So
the only blemish on a storybook career.
Now another unstoppable force is Terrence Crawford, and
my favorite boxer right now.
One hell of a boxer,
you know I love TC Bud, but I've been saying Bud's the best in the world for a while. I thought Spence should have fought Bud, and now I think he's not gonna have a chance if he beats Porter. I'll tell you that. Depending how he beats Porter, he's not gonna have a choice. He's gonna have to fight Terrence Crawford eventually. This is Errol Spence I'm talking about here.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're Spence and you see him dismantle Porter, like, is that going to make you want to sign a contract, though? I know you're a boxer and all. And
I mean, he's been saying so much shit like TC ain't on my level, this and that. Like, what are you going to say after that? What's the excuse then? Fans are going to start to think, like, yo, what you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing? You know, like, he's going to have to fight him. He's going to have to. He's backed himself into a corner.
Yeah, and at the same time, he looked like a bitch for doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
Nothing against Manny. Manny's the storybook legend, but, like,
yeah.
There's no reason that he should have fought Manny Pacquiao or been scheduled to fight Manny Pacquiao at any point.
No.
Errol Spence should have fought Terrence Crawford a long time ago.
Yeah, if you want, like, crazy money fights like that, then you got to fucking earn it. Like,
yeah.
Straight up. If you're not going to fight for it and earn your spot, then why even try and have a chance at it?
Why claim that you clear a division when you just happened? I honestly think Bud Crawford is better than Errol Spence. I think Bud Crawford is one of the most criminally underrated fighters of all time. He's stuck in a shitty contract at Top Rank, and it's criminal that he hasn't fought at all this year because he's ready to go. There's no injuries. Bob Arum is just not the best promoter in his old age, and I hate to say that because he's a legend. And what he's doing with Tyson Fury is good, but like you gotta be, if you have a stable Bob, you gotta be all in on all your champions. And like I'm telling you right now, like Terrence Crawford's getting the shit in the stick over there. If I'm him, I'm looking at other avenues. This is how it is. Like I'm looking at Eddie Hearn, what he's doing at Matchroom. I'm looking at like everyone. You know, like there's anyone else that can take me. Like maybe Bud Crawford would serve himself better signing with someone that's not like a crazy. Yeah, someone that's gonna be all in on him. You know what I mean? He doesn't have like 20 other fighters they're looking out for and trying to make further their careers when we should just be like Lou DiBella comes to mind.
Yeah.
That would be a good option for him.
Yeah.
Like he's a good solid promoter. He's never like you know what I mean? Like he's always right there and he doesn't have like he has a stable, but he doesn't have any like top name guys and like I think that would serve Bud good to go somewhere like that.
Now,
But let's talk about the fight. 'Cause we haven't really touched on the fight. Who do you got? Because this is a war. This is gonna be a war.
it's gonna be a war. It's
Like
just,
you know what you get with Sean Porter. He's coming in on weight, super professional. He's
Yeah.
not gonna talk much shit, but he's gonna give you a fucking fight. Like Errol Spence and Sean Porter, one of the best fights of the year that year, and I like. Wow,
I'll
I'm
say
ready
this,
for this
I will
fight,
say
man. I'm
this.
ready for it.
the most unfortunate part is what I've been seeing lately is some of these boxers, if they get sort of the partial shit kicked out of them, then it's gonna get stopped. So I got a feeling there's gonna be so much damage dealt in the fight. I think it might actually get stopped by referee. Or a doctor.
Yeah, and like they're both
Like-
dogs. Like it could go either way on this.
They
On
might
that
not
end.
go to sleep, but they might be bloodied up, and that's all it takes.
I like
nowadays.
Terrence
Too much
Crawford
blood.
obviously because of the O for one.
Yeah.
That's one, and he's fought really good guys. I like Terrence Crawford's ability to evade shots. I like his defensive ability, but I love his power too and his footwork. Like there's a lot of things I love that he does that Sean Porter doesn't do. But it's hard to bet against a guy like Sean Porter because he's always gonna be in your face. The cardio machine. He's not getting tired. From the first round to the 12th round, if he's not knocked out, he's gonna be in your face. And even if he's hurt, he's gonna be in your face. Like there's no if and or but.
pushing him backwards.
Like he's gonna be right there. So like this is a fight that fans should be clamoring for. I don't feel like it's getting enough respect. I don't think it's getting enough publicity. This is a fight that I'm excited for, and I can't wait to buy the pay-per-view. Like take my money,
I got a
take my
question
wallet.
for you on
Let's
that.
give me that.
Do you think that Terrence Crawford is fighting a man as good as Sean Porter? Has he fought anybody as good as Sean Porter yet?
No, this is probably his best. This is
Best
probably
test,
yeah,
yeah.
This is probably the biggest test of his career.
Does
But-
Terrence
but he's
Crawford
ready.
Step up? Yeah, but does he
Absolutely.
step up? This is a guy. He's got to step up in a level. So you're gonna step up in this fight and show
Yeah.
that you belong.
He's shown that he's dominant. Like he's a guy. Like even if he doesn't knock you out, you're in for a long 12 rounds. Look what he did to Amir Khan. Made him quit on the stool. And Amir Khan, Amir
That guy's got
Khan,
a name.
yeah, he's no joke. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, man. Like I like this fight a lot, and I hear that side of the argument. Like this is definitely Bud's biggest test, and it could go either way. But at the same time, give me Bud Crawford.
Yeah, 100%.
6th round KO. I think someone's going to sleep. I don't think Sean Porter's the type that's going to take the shot to give a shot, and that's going to be the reason that this fight ends in the 4th round
100%.
or 6th round rather. But yo, let's talk about the UFC because
Wait, one more. And Devin Haney and Joseph
right,
Diaz is September 4th.
Devin-
And wait, Lomachenko is fighting a guy I've never really heard of.
Again.
So,
But like Lomachenko doesn't really have any options, like because Teofimo's kind of tied up. Devin Haney wins this fight. It's Teofimo for sure versus
Yeah.
Devin Haney. So like, what's Lomo really gonna do? I like that for Lomo. Keep active, keep fighting.
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Is that a good sign that Lomo's going to keep fighting?
Absolutely, yeah.
Is it okay to fight a guy that...
Yeah, I think so. Cause like if he keeps knocking these bums out, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you gotta look good though. If you're fighting these kind of like guys, you gotta look good, especially with if you want to fight with Teofimo. This will get him a fight with Teofimo, but he's gotta look good.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna get him a fight with Teofimo right away. He's gotta fight another guy because I'm telling you right now, Devin Haney and Teofimo. I've seen them argue. You've seen them argue.
Yeah.
That video is going viral. That's the fight. That's the fight we want to see. Devin Haney doesn't even have to look dominant in this fight. He just has to get his hand raised, and he will, and that will be the fight to make. And I think Teofimo Lopez absolutely dismantles Devin Haney. I like Devin Haney a lot, but like let's call it as what it is. Teofimo Lopez.
We'll get into more of this in the next
Shut up.
episode, in episode 11.
There's a reason why every conversation at this weight class ends with Teofimo Lopez's
Yeah.
name. Let's just call that what it is. Like this guy is special.
All right, now we're gonna move on to UFC and probably one of my favorite cards of the year. It's
Wait,
gonna be a banger.
Like this is gonna.
268.
What's crazy about this is like I'm so happy for this fact too. So smart marketing wise. They put Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler to start the card. Like that's like the insane. Like I can't wait for that. And I have a sneaky suspicion that Ariel Helwani is bang on with his prediction that it's to give Trevor Whitman time to prepare his fighters, which is fair. Absolutely. Like, can you imagine going back to back to back as a coach? Because he's got to do Rose, Kamaru, and Justin all in one night. That'd be
Well,
crazy.
You gotta think about this too.
But like, hold on, because now you got guaranteed buys, right? So like it works both ways. Like if Trevor Whitman goes to the UFC and says, "Hey, I need this," it's not special treatment because the UFC sits back. It's like, well,
But at the same time,
Well.
you're not really asking for special treatment because you can't get it. You're not
Yeah.
going to get it.
Yeah.
If he asked for special treatment, he didn't get it right here.
no.
Because at the same time,
You put Justin Gaethje on the Michael Chandler on first. There's like what? How many more million? Or there's like fucking 100,000 buys right there.
yeah, if you
Extra.
put them on the prelims, you're fucked.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're going to lose a shit ton of money because people will just watch that one. And
But
be
you
like, I
put
can
them on
watch the replays.
first,
Like,
you're getting that pay-per-view buy early.
yeah,
You
and
know
now
what I mean?
you're getting three fights, that people really look at as good, really quality.
This is gonna be
fights.
such a good card, man. Oh my
Now-
god! Just looking at going down the list
Technically
here.
4, you got Frank Yeager and Vera. And
That's
then
gonna
you
be a
got
good
Shane
fight.
Burgos and I don't know who he is.
Quarantillo, he's really good.
But
But Shane Burgos should win that fight. I like Gaethje and Chandler. That's gonna be one of the best fights of the year. Starting
all
off the card is
ranked except
amazing.
for-
Frank Yeager versus Marlon Vera, underrated. Hasn't been getting much publicity, but I like that fight a lot. Doug
10
Rose.
Fighters, there's 9 ranked fighters on there.
That
all
should
the
be
top
what
10.
and like pick your fight for Fight of the Year candidates. You want to talk about Fight of the Year candidates? Usman Covington 2, Namajunas Zhang 2. One of the best. Like these are just top. These are
Yeah.
crazy fights that already happened. Gaethje versus Chandler is gonna be a war. You got Vera and Edgar. You know what you're getting out of Edgar and Vera. Dogs. This is an insane card. Like who's gonna get fight of the night?
Now, I have a question for you.
What's up?
We got to make our predictions for. Where is it? Where is you put it? You put her down? Oh, it's right here, down beside the couch.
Give me my.
We are going to pick the fights right now.
Right
Okay.
now.
Well, I'm gonna give out the odds per UFC, not per any bet source. This is what the UFC odds have it at. Kamar is a minus 320 favorite. Covington is a plus 250. So I think we're both gonna go with.
Crazy odds, but I'm going with Kamaru.
Yeah, we're both gonna go with Kamar.
Crazy odds for Kamaru. If I'm betting tomorrow, I'm not betting on Kamaru, but I'm picking Kamaru to win.
Now, UFC odds for the co-main is Rose at a plus 105.
That's criminal.
Weili Zhang at
That's
a
criminal.
minus 125.
Give me that all day, Rose. Plus 125. Give me that. What do you got?
I'm taking Weili Zhang.
Yeah, you're losing on that. There's a big one.
Unfortunately,
There's a big one.
I think this woman is kind of a
You-
special breed of talent. She got.
You like the work. You like the work with Henry, eh? Henry. She's been working
a
a lot with
smart
Henry
man.
Cejudo. Smart.
Sorry, smart woman, and Henry's a smart man.
Yeah,
Like
there
that's a
you go.
smart move. Like
No, I like Rose in this fight just because her relationship with Trevor Whitman, the striking, the fluidity, like everything is so good. Like
so, we just split. That's
Yeah.
the first one.
that's the first one.
First one.
And judging by this card, it could be the decider. I got baby,
Okay,
Frank
so
Yeager versus Marlon Vera. Who
The
do you
next
got?
one is Frankie Edgar at a plus 140 and Marlon Vera at a minus 160.
Give me Frankie Edgar, baby. He's
gonna take the
old
back.
man. Frankie's coming off a knockout. Marlon's coming off a loss. They're both coming off losses. They're both dogs. A lot of people are riding with Marlon here, rightfully so. He's younger. He's probably in his prime more so than Edgar. Give me a Frankie Edgar, baby. Give me Frankie Edgar all day long. Plus 140. Take my money. I got it. I'm going
probably
with
gonna
it.
have to agree with you on that one. I'm
Frankie
gonna take
Edgar.
And then the next is Shea Burgos versus Billy Quarantillo.
Quarantillo. Give me Shane Burgos.
Burgos is a minus 200 and Quarantillo is plus 170.
Give me a good fight though.
I'm taking Shane Burgos as well. That should be a good fight, but
Should
You
be good.
never
I think we both might take an L on that one. Now here we go. One of my
Now-
favorite fights on the card. I can't believe we went top to bottom on this card. Feels
Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler. Chandler's a plus 175 to Gaethje.
that's good odds.
Minus
Because
210.
this is one of the fights
Now,
I'm going back and forth on this one. What's the ranking? Number 5 to versus number 2.
Gaethje's ranked number 2.
Okay.
Chandler's ranked number 5, and I've got a little inkling. I'm going Justin Gaethje.
Oh.
Reason why is these two are fucking dogs, but I think if Chandler hits Gaethje hard enough, I don't think. Yeah, well, it can happen, but I think Justin can weather that storm. I think he can.
No, so do I. I'm going with Justin Gaethje all day long too. Trevor Whitman going 3-0 tonight or tomorrow night. in my
I
opinion.
got him going 2-1.
Yeah, I know, and that's the only one we differ. So it's all gonna come down to the co-main event.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to Rose and Weili Zhang, so that could be the title changing hands right there.
That could be, or it could be
And still,
and still. Hashtag and still in the comments, baby. If you're riding with the GOAT, hashtag and still right now. Let's go. Let's go. What's up?
so
What you got next for?
about it because it's there. I gotta actually pull it up just so I don't botch this. Ally Quintia, Bobby Green.
Ooh, give me a Ray Janelle. He's got some time off. He's refreshed. Give me a Ray Janelle.
What about Bobby Green?
I like Bobby Green, but I don't. Again, time off. They're both kind of refreshed. He's really heavily favored here, which is kind of crazy to me. But I like Ray Janelle here.
So I was gonna use this fight as the sixth fight if we had a tie going down the list.
we're
I was
good,
gonna
though.
take Bobby Green. I thought you would take
Yeah,
Ray Janelle, so I'm taking Bobby Green on that one.
that's a good alternate though.
Yeah.
That is a good. Who else we got on here?
Ah.
Edmund Shabazian, undefeated prospect. Is he
Oh,
undefeated still?
a lot
Check
of
that.
young guns on here.
Can you verify that for me? I think he's still undefeated. I'm not sure though.
Click him. Golden Boy, 11-2.
Ooh, so he's coming off 2 losses.
Ranked number 11 in the world.
Wasn't long ago this guy was one of the best up and
9
coming.
wins by knockout, 1 by submission, 1 by decision.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's coming off 2. He lost to Brunson and
Hermanson. Oh yeah. Yep.
He beat
Yeah, no,
Tavares.
I was gonna say he was it for a long time, and then he lost his last 2. I guess so that's crazy to me. This is a good fight for him to get back on the horse.
Yeah.
Kind of a fall from his last 2 though. I mean, the last 2 guys were in the top 5, and now he's fighting on the prelims. So like that's how quick it can happen, bro.
This guy.
He's
does
10-0.
not last very long. It looks like. by the
Shout out
looks
to
of it.
Derek Brunson though. Look at the turnaround this dude's had. Like he beat like an undefeated dude in Edmund Shabazian, and then you got him like pretty much clearing a division. Like is he next for Israel Adesanya? If there's a real question to be made there.
Like, where's he at? Jared Cannonier's up there. Brunson's up there.
Jack Hermanson.
I
I love it.
wouldn't. Hermanson, yeah, but
Jack Hermanson should fight Sean Strickland next,
yeah.
in my opinion. Since Sean Strickland's waiting for a bout, and he just got pulled out on, I like that fight. I like that fight a lot.
Now, before we end this pod, we got 4 minutes. I think.
Oh no, we got to talk about
Glover
yeah.
here is the new champion. He beat Jan Blachowicz, and I was speechless.
Oh.
I was actually speechless. I couldn't believe
Dominated
what I was
him.
watching.
Dominated him too. 10-8 round in the first round on all 3 judges' scorecards. Shout out to Glover Teixeira at 41 years old.
42.
42 years old. Has turned
Jesus
the clock
Christ.
back, baby.
And you know
And
what? That's
new.
his first one too.
Does
so
he beat Jerry? I don't think so. But you know, just to get like, no one can take this away from you. Enjoy your moment.
Yeah, but at the same time, like,
Did we think he was gonna be Jan? But no.
do you think Jan's getting a rematch? Why?
Because I think Jerry's too hot right now. That's what's happening. I think match up. Let's look at this list quick. We got top 5 here. We got Jan, Jerry, Alexander Rakic, and Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith, what a climb. Okay, here's what you do. Jan Blachowicz, you book him with Alexander Rakic, and then you got Smith and Santos to fight, and then you put Jerry and Teixeira for the world title. Boom. And that's how you book the top 5. Then whoever has the best performance, you give him the title shot.
If Glover loses to Jared, is it a rematch for Glover, or does Jan get the fight if he beats
What a shit show that would be, wouldn't it?
like that?
This is really showing how crazy depth like this division doesn't have without John Jones. Like John Jones really dominated this shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
He's one of the best in the world at doing what he does,
really does this. In my opinion, really does this division disservice him not being in it.
and I don't see John Jones ever coming back.
I don't not the way he put on. Not with the weight he put on. He's going to heavyweight, baby. Get ready for it.
Now, with
Oh, what a mess,
Really?
Francis. Did you hear Francis Kleeman broke?
yeah,
That's ridiculous to me. That's ridiculous to me. The guy was just on like a yacht like a couple months ago
he drives
with
me nuts.
with fucking Versace shades everywhere he goes.
Maybe he should be back in the gym.
Maybe you should invest your money properly.
Well, look at this update, actually.
John Jones down 2 and he hasn't even fought. That's
Flyweight.
and the wow.
No, nothing big.
Oh, that's in pound for pound. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
they
Yeah,
just
yeah.
switched everything up.
That makes
Things
pound.
got moved around.
Let's look at this pound for pound real quick while we're here. So we got number 1 Usman, deserved.
Yeah.
Volko.
Volkanovski.
Wow,
He's
Volkanovski.
second. That's what surprises me. Francis got bumped up.
Well,
Poirier got bumped
you gotta
up.
remember, Izzy lost to Jan, so that plays a factor in the pound for pound.
Yeah. John
Not in the middleweight,
too.
but in pound for pound for sure. Francis going down or going up. Dustin Poirier. Wow, Dustin ranked ahead of the world champ, Charles
You know what
Oliveira.
actually surprises me, to be honest with you, is that fucking Izzy's actually in the top 3, and he lost to Jan.
Yeah.
That actually surprises me. I
Yeah,
thought he
that's
would
crazy.
drop him out to about 5 or 6.
Well, like look at the competition there though. Like Dustin Poirier is not a champion. Francis Ngannou's had one title fight that he's won. He hasn't defended his belt yet.
Oh, yeah, he's got to fight Charles, eh?
John Jones is right there, and he hasn't lost, but he just hasn't been active.
Yeah.
So like, there's not really like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot to be said there. Like they're all great fighters. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're weak. Like this division's or this UFC's lacking in star power. I'm just saying they're all so good, and they're all brand new champions. You gotta give them time, and I just don't think Israel has deserved to drop that far with the competition around him.
Jan dropped
And
7
Dustin's
spots
not even a
in the
champ.
title.
What the real conversation here is, how is Dustin ahead of Charles Oliveira? He doesn't even have a title, and he's already top 5. That's the work that he's put in, and that's how much he's been shit on by the UFC. This guy should have been a champion a long time ago, in my opinion.
And Charles just got moved up 3 spots, so he was down to 10th.
And Max is overrated. He's not overrated as a fighter, but he's overrated in the pound for pound list. If we're talking about that,
He's very inactive. too.
no way he should. That's another non-champion ahead of Charles Oliveira. What disrespect! That's disrespectful, don't you think? Like, that's kind of crazy to me. Wow. All right. Well, before we go, let's go Tommy Fury, baby. Come on, Tommy. Get the job done for the culture. For the culture. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Decade. We've been here, baby. Decade episode number 10. Thanks for tuning in. Double digits. We'll be back for episode 11 2 weeks from now. Enjoy the fights. Remember, we going live tomorrow?
No, we're not going live
No,
tomorrow.
we're not going live tomorrow.
UFC 268, and then we got the Canelo Plant fight
Oh man.
all tomorrow night.
Who do you got? Official prediction, Canelo Plant before we go.
I've got Alvarez by knockout. I think he's got that thing that nobody's gonna see coming. And
You know what? I said don't sleep on Plant, and I can't. I'd be so much of a hypocrite if I went last minute and flipped. I am taking the underdog. I'm betting against the best fighter on the planet. Every dog has his day, and I think Caleb Plant has reached the big time, baby. Let's go. Caleb Plant, unanimous decision. And still.
works.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Salute. This is Kelly. Enjoy Kelly Maloney. Shout you out, baby. We appreciate you. The official theme song of Beyond the Gloves and Tape. On My Grind. Go stream that.
I'll be